Hello, my name is Ryan, and in this video we're going to go through my thought process behind the data flow problem, its current state, and some next steps for the problem. So here's the problem. My idea was to have a visual representation of for the microcontroller that the students would be able to kind of see the flow that data has to take from the microcontroller to the outside world and be able to kind of add different devices um, just to um, see how they fit in. So currently there's these checkboxes here that someone could check to add a device um, in here that you'd be able to see the flow, and then the idea would be once they have the devices they want checked, they could hit this generate button, and that would generate some a code fragment in this box that then they could um, the student could go through and fill in the configuration code for um, the boxes that are checked. So things like the UART, GPIO, just any of these things that could be checked would be generated and placed in this C code. So these are a couple types of questions that we kind of thought would be good ones to ask for this problem. So just asking um, some port to be enabled, what ports need to be enabled, alternate function, digital function, um, and then the student would have to provide some sort of configuration like this. Another type of question we thought might be good was if you give a configuration and they have to um, provide what device that is being used. Um, but basically any of the um, functions in these tables we thought would be um, good to use or good that can be pulled from. So we started kind of going through and getting all of the registers mapped out so that when the problem is ready to start being graded and such, you can just copy the registers into a header file, and the student would be able to access the registers from um, the C code that is generated. Um, so for the next steps, currently the way this problem is designed with being able to check these boxes, it needs to dynamically generate this code to put it in this box or this editor. Currently, the PO file editor, which is the PairLearn element that they have, does not support dynamic HTML generation. Um, so after talking with them, they asked me to make a Git issue, which you can follow here, is in our Google Drive. This is the name and the reference for it. But they also gave a little bit of possible workarounds for it, or just changing the file editor yourself if you think you're capable of that. Otherwise, the problem in its current state will have to just wait until they finish the issue. and update the PL file editor element. Once you're able to dynamically generate uh, stuff to the file editor here, you should be able to auto grade and grade the configurations that are generated in the code that the configuration code that the students write. Also, just for reference, the name of this problem here is just flow question. It's just in the main pool of questions, not any assessments. But yeah, that's the current state of the problem. And hopefully they will be able to implement a fix for the PL file editor to use this type of problem. Otherwise, you may have to remove the student ability to generate the problem and then generate a similar problem on your own.